Hello everyone, I am the second and today we are here at the Hermanos Rodriguez circuit here in Mexico. As you can see, it's our first pre-season testing of the second season of our Sunday League Alternate Series. As you can see, today we are here to do some sort of a little season preview of our exciting season ahead of us. But first let's then have a little recap into the previous season standings. As you can see, it was a short season of only 6 rounds, but it was pretty much dominated by Sebastian Muller, who took the title with 5 wins and pretty much secured his title with 1 round to spare. Then Gibson gets a very strong second place in the standings, finishing in the podium in every single race, just like Muller. And then you got Halberg, who just managed to stay in third right at the end with Leon, who did fought for that third place also. They did swap those positions a few times. Then you got Vermeulen, who managed to clinch P4 right at the end, just ahead of Robert Wood, who takes P6. Then we got Morelli and Maxwell tying in the points. But the Italian takes the tiebreaker with the P4 finish in the penultimate round. Then you got Maxwell in P8 then, who has some struggles. There were some higher expectations about them, but as you can see, he had some very fortunate races, but also some really good ones. He had still 3 top 5 finishes. Then right behind him is going to be Ivan Bulatov, who managed to finish in P9, who had a very strong start to the season with a second place finish after an amazing start in Spa, but then he also had some luck with the rain as well. But he was a very solid driver. Then we got Genki Nakano, only P10 with 22 points. He had a bit of a struggling season there, even though he was driving for Red Bull. And then you got Jacob Zietek in P11 there. He had some good races, but also some unfortunate ones where he had 2 finishes outside the points. Then you got Norbert Valdez finishing last place with 0 points, so he could only finish P11 and P12, as you can see. In the meantime, in the constructors, it was pretty much dominated by LSA. I think they were the team winning the biggest amount of points in every single race. So yeah, they were just swamping the competition, as you can see. And yes, Jordan took a very solid second place with Red Bull also isolated a bit in third. Then you got Williams and the Viejo Junior team, who did swap positions at some point in the season, but as you can see, the British team did got stronger as the season went on. And then we got Sauber Racing a little bit struggling sometimes, as the only one driver was pretty much scoring points for them. So yeah, as you can see, we then can go have a look into the teams and the drivers going into this season. As we first got our world champions from last season, as we got then, it's going to be Leviosa Sportsat. We got Sebastian Muller here looking to retain his title, but big question will be, could someone stop him, as he got 5 wins and he was such a strong driver. As then we got his teammate Carlos Leon still staying in the team, who did quite solid. Once again, he got P4 in the driver standings, and he also was quite good in qualifying. Was he's the driver with the most pole positions, getting 3 out of 6 races. So yeah, but he also had some unfortunate races also in the season, which then dropped him off a little bit. But yeah, still P4 last time, and let's see what can he do this season, as LSA pretty much still has good faith in him. Then we go to one of the teams that stays for the first season, because yeah, it's important to mention that there were 3 teams who left the grid. We got Red Bull, Jordan and Williams leaving the grid, so all of the teams that have real life F1 team names, interestingly enough, leaving. But yeah, we'll talk a bit more about that further. But yeah, we got then the Leviosa Junior team here with keeping Jacob Zietek once again. He had some very solid races, but also some other fortunate ones where he couldn't score. earning points, but it did seem a bit more consistent, I think, compared to Bolotov. But I think Bolotov did have some good performances as well and did pretty well. And yeah, it was interesting. Both drivers did had some rivalries sometimes, a few battles between each other, and it was interesting to see. But I also see Tech had some controversial moments where he slowed down the drivers from the senior team, which yeah, he hopes not repeat that this season, of course. Then we got Sauber Racing. We got Giancarlo Morelli staying at the team. He was quite good actually last season. He did pretty well. He was quite close to finishing P5 in the standings, but he kind of did fall off a little bit at the end. But it was quite close. As yeah, in the meantime, they did not kept. What was his name? Damn it! Oh yeah, it was Norbert Valdez. They did not kept the Argentina driver, as he just couldn't score any points. It did cost the team quite a lot in terms of the team standings, and so they decided to hire one of the drivers who was pretty much a free agent because of Williams no longer being present. That was Robert Wood. Then he's a bit of a also experienced driver, just like Morelli. He's currently at 32 years old, and yeah, should be interesting to see what can he do now with Sauber Racing this season. As yeah, now once again, as I said, we got Williams, Jordan, and Red Bull leaving, which everyone thought that maybe this series would be dying very soon, but at the same time we did got 4 brand new teams coming to this season. So let's talk about them. We first got Full Force here. It is a very promising team. They are looking to be very, very strong. As they have one brand new driver who has been the talk of the paddock, and his name is Emerson Gomez. He's from Brazil. He's 27 years old, so he has quite a lot of experience, and he's proven to be quite fast in the racing series. And he believes that he could bring the challenge to Sebastian Muller. So it should be very interesting. Also, they hired Dave Gibson to their team as well, who obviously was the biggest threat to Sebastian Muller. So they're pretty much showing that they didn't came here to play. They are here to be a force to be reckoned with, and they hope that they can, or they believe that they can bring the fight to Leviosa Sports Art for that constructors this season. So we should have a very exciting season ahead of us. In the meantime, we do have another brand new team, that is Antipem. It is a brand new Swedish team, and with that being a Swedish team, they have to hire the Swedish driver, who obviously was a free agent after Red Bull leaving the series. He obviously a very promising young driver. Once again, now he's 20 years old, and he believes that he can bring the fight to the big guys even more this season. Although he did have a little bit of a disappointing ending to the season, but he hopes to get redemption already, as he's going to be racing alongside the Dutchman Roy Vermeulen. Let's see where he is. As you can see right here, as it should be interesting what can the Dutchman do now. He's at 30 years old, might be getting towards the end, the later stages of his career here, and yeah, it should be interesting. In the meantime, we do have another team. I need to find the name, because it's a very hard, tricky name. As god damn it. Wait, I need to. This is so awkward, not gonna lie. So the name of the team is it's okay, season 2 standings. So yeah, we got the brand new team. It is Gonville Rush Squad, and this should probably be the only time I'm saying the name of this team. But yeah, they did hire William Maxwell, once again the other English driver that became a free agent with Williams leaving the grid, and he's going to be driving alongside Genki Nakano. So yeah, they might be expected to be a little bit more at the back of the grid, but we will see. The team doesn't seem to be the the biggest when it comes to budget and all of that, but we will see what can the Spanish team do this season. As in to end, we got Matthias Racing. It is also another brand new team from Norway. They decided to bring two Norwegian drivers, but we don't know exactly. These two drivers are not exactly all that known, and they might be expected to struggle this season because of that. But we will see if they can take the fight to the rest of the grid here. Yeah, so I guess this is it when it comes to the teams and the drivers. But we still have to talk about one thing, and that is the calendar for this season. So let's then have a look here. So here we are then, as we have we're going to start the season here in Mexico, pretty much in a circuit that we are now in Hermanos Rodriguez. Then we're going to Brazil in the race in Interlagos. Then we're going to Canada for the Gilles Villeneuve circuit. Then we got for the fourth round we will race then in circuits of the Americas in the United States. And yeah, then we're going to round number 5 with Abu Dhabi, as then we're going to Sepang circuit in Malaysia. Then we're traveling to China in Shanghai, as then we end the season in Japan at Suzuka circuit. And as you can see right here, the season it got now extended, the calendar got extended now from 6 to 8 rounds, as this season FIA decided to do something very interesting. As you can see, the first 4 races are all in America, and then the other 4 races are in Asia, so it's going to be the American Asian Tour for the second season. Yeah, it should be very, very exciting, as you can see. I certainly cannot wait for this second season to start. I think it should be a lot better. If the first one was interesting, then this second one should be even more interesting, with brand new teams that will be competitive. And now more drivers on the grid as well. We will have 14 drivers, 14 cars racing this time around, and also more races to watch as well. So yeah, hopes. So yeah, soon we should be starting this second season, and I hope to see you there. So yeah, that's it for our season preview, and I'll see you in the next time with round number 1 here at the Hermanos Rodriguez circuit. So yeah, that's it. Goodbye.